we talk about it. So 4 was Everest, then the selling of the house, then they go on the date, then we see the clone, then we see them go into the Guardians of the Globe.
Yeah.
And they get home. Eve is telling him not to help. Then they go on the mission to Mars. Then we see the dragon. Then we see the things take over the Martians or the guy. And then we go back home. Hell.
Yep.
I think they had episode 4 had some more meat than episode 3.
For sure.
I don't necessarily think it drove the overall plot too much farther outside of now you realize that this whole time, who knows for how long, they knew it was Omni-Man. The government.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Yeah, you never really knew. That's a good point, Matt, because like we didn't really know what they knew.
Yeah.
I think the only part of that whole like plot with his wife and everything is, again, I feel like it's another sort of like underpinning thing that they want to put a little like worm in your brain that you see that there's this like she's seeing the human side of it, and if she finds out the truth, she now has more of a connection to the other people that died. Like, is that their way of showing that like she's gonna have some kind of conflict at some point and is like gonna go against him because of what he did? I don't know.
Yeah.
Very end of the episode, they have that scene where it's inside Debbie's closet, and there's like a notebook. It looks like from the devil guy, like his notebook.
Oh yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can we say Hellboy? It's just easier.
Yeah, Hellboy's fine.
Yeah,
But I don't think he'll be
fair.
coming back anymore. So
I think he's gonna come back.
Thank you.
They couldn't have done.
I wouldn't be surprised. I
No.
would not be surprised. I bet he comes back. I bet there's a way that the wife
gonna get
can.
more,
She's
right?
gonna find the journal and be like, "Oh my God, look at all this stuff that he found."
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
You know, and then she'll be like, if she calls upon him or something, or he'll leave a note in the journal how to summon him out of hell.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he seems to be only a detective, though. He seems almost like a plot device.
He reminded me.
True.
He reminded me of the guy from Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain. I was gonna say.
He reminded me of the detective from Heavy Rain, the killer, right? Oops, spoiler.
So he's kind of like your wild card, eh?
Yeah. My only hope for the show.
Looking
They
for
brought back the Maulers, though. I think that's an interesting twist because those were the two first guys.
Yeah.
The blue guys. I thought that was an interesting, like, why of all of the people you guys bring back, why that? You know?
Why? Why did
I don't know, because he can.
They seem bad, but like my guess is like they seem bad, but they're not totally bad. Like Robot let one of them out, right? You notice when he grabbed the worker's hand, he was like, sorry, Steve. And then slammed his head against, like he could have ripped the guy's whole arm off through the thing and used his flappy arm to slap but instead he just knocked them out. So my guess is maybe Robot let them out because they're actually they're like Deadpool's. Deadpool, like I think Robot maybe is still good in some way. It's not a huge risk to let him out.
No, I would imagine that like Robot maybe has like ulterior motives that from his perspective may make him not as evil as we maybe think he is, because we don't necessarily know what his end goal is. And as far as the like twin guy, yeah, I imagine it's either like he's going to be like brutally used and like disposed of. We're coming close to what Al wrote down. Or it's the technique or the method that he uses to clone himself that the people want to take over.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's making a clone.
Ding ding.
He's gonna continue to make clones.
Attack of the Clones?
I don't know if Al wants like a like shadow clone jutsu reference.
No.
Predict what's so we got to predict what's gonna happen with the two clones. That's that's two Maulers. What does Alex think? I don't know. They're gonna take a dump on each other's chest.
It's oddly specific. Gonna make an army. Oh, they're gonna use it to clone Omni-Man or Mark so they can have Viltrumite stuff.
Oh.
I'm thinking that two things. One, they're either going to use it to clone Omni-Man, or two, Robot's going to use it to clone Omni-Man because he can't do it right now. Or two, they had cloned him and he was a good guy, because you know how the clones are fighting back and forth, like, I'm the real one. No, I'm the real one.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
almost like the Prestige mentality where they both have it, so they both think they're real. They are both real, technically, right? And you just have to kill one of them, and that way one of them lives. But if you have both of them, so maybe Omni-Man didn't do it. The Omni-Man we see, maybe the clone.
Oh man.
Oh,
And you have this Omni-Man.
wow.
That's
Man, see
Listen.
the problem is I don't think they're gonna be that clever, and now we'll only be let down.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry.
But yeah, but I'm also curious to see, like, when we take it in as a whole season, like as a whole instead of these individual parts.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure. Sometimes, I mean, oh
you
my
know,
God,
what
you guys,
we're gonna think of it.
I cut that out now.
I got you.
But yeah, I think that's yeah. I didn't work very hard. That's okay. Yeah, so rating.
All right, let's
Right.
rate it. Dixon, you go first.
Yeah, I like
All
Dixon going
right, so
first.
for 4, I'm probably back in like the low 7 territory, I would say, just because I think, even though with the caveat of what I said when we first signed on, of like, I don't really know where all these individual threads are going to go, I'm still glad that there are threads that can be followed, and that we at least, like, maybe if the robot thread is the main one and he's got this like guy that he's working for, then maybe that is something that's like going to be really relevant. So I'll say like a 7.2, 7.2, I think, for this one.
I like it.
Nick.
Oh, I actually, that's where I was at, 7.2, 7.3. Like I said, it had more meat than the last one in terms of pushing stuff forward. And it kind of made me ask some more questions, but otherwise, like, it didn't really drive a lot of plot stuff. So with that, I have to keep it low.
I actually enjoyed. Hey, Laura. I actually enjoyed that episode. I don't know. I thought it was okay. I mean, the Mars thing was fine. I was probably at 7.5 though. It was okay. Yeah, you guys pretty much covered it. I don't know, you know.
Dixon, if you're right and my prediction is gonna let us all down, I'm super sad.
Wait, what prediction? We should actually write down some of the predictions, because I feel like some of us have to come true. Like,
Yeah, I hope so.
like D, I think all 4 of us, though, we've talked about. One of the other predictions is Omni-Man's motive is around Viltrumite.
Yeah.
Effect of Viltrumite. His
Yeah, I
motive.
think this is the only thing that changed my original prediction was this.
That's
And
fair.
this is just a hope and a prayer and a dream. But again, watching the last 4 episodes, I think you're right, Dixon. I think that these people are writing a pretty average show. Like, if we go through our stuff so far, besides the first episode, which had some brutality to it, which made it the higher number, these episodes
True.
have all been right around 7.
I agree with you.
My rule for watching new shows is usually 4. I watch 4 episodes, and if it's not good by then, I don't continue.
Wow.
I can see why you wouldn't.
So now I'm very curious to see if now, after your 4 rule, like what happens if episode 5 it's like,
Right.
okay, there we
if-
go, or
Yeah,
even
or-
or even 6 or 7, you know, or even just depending on how it ends throughout the rest. Like think about that. Like,
Oh yeah,
I read that they got approved for 2 more seasons, so it can't
yeah,
end.
it's gotta come around, and like,
It's gotta
but you
pick-
just
So Al, what do you rank this episode for?
so mine will be just under 7. I'm gonna give it a 6.8. It was a little bit better, but again, I feel like I'm gonna get disappointed. And that's
Yeah,
a horrible
that's
way to feel, I know. But
But if you aren't, then it'll be great.
dude.
all right, guys.
All right.